go. Hey, so just covering some of my stuff in my regiment. Like I said, I'm just going to keep it real and put stuff out there that I do, that works for me. If I use pieces of it, whatever, all right? Let's go with the inversion table, all right? Inversion table. We've seen them, we've probably seen TV commercials, they tip, they show something in it, but they always show like people. Like, I don't know, you're like, oh, is that real, is that not real, what's the deal, right? Well, how about this? How about I use it, all right? And then you can judge for yourself. With inflammation, weight, spine, everybody has compression on your bones, compression on your joints, right? So you try to roll around, you use rollers, you use stuff like that to get the weight off your spine and decompress. Well, you know what the ultimate decompression is? Freaking hanging upside down by your feet. That's decompression at its best, right? In between visits, in between chiro, in between massage, that kind of stuff, it's a way to really get to it. So I'm going to use it. All right, don't mind us, the dogs are here with us and stuff too, so it's a real deal, right? Like I said. All right, so we lock in. I've had, I'm going without shoes. I've had inversion table for 20 years, I think, if not longer. First version of it was solid steel. It was raw, you had to put the handle and everything. Now we got some nice rubber cushions and all that stuff. Oh, it's so much nicer, and it's plastic. The original one was crazy. I was just steel 1-inch tubing, Anybody can use it. You set it to the height, right? My daughter uses it, all right? She uses it. And then you just lean back to your adjustment. You got 0 here when you plateau and you're flat, all right? And you can go all the way back. If there's safeties, you can go all the way back. You can tip it all the way back. You can go back to hanging, hello, hanging upside down. Totally upside down. You can do sit-ups, squirrel, hi squirrel. All of a sudden squirrels are her. She loves it. She loves Max. I got goofy. All right, I got them both. Get out, okay? And then from here, you can just hang. You can hang upside down. Inversion. You can do sit-ups, pull-ups. I don't know. Sometimes I crank out a few things for some abs, whatever you want to do, right? Up, through, down, and to go back up, it's your own weight. It's not a machine. It's just on the pin here, and your own weight back up. There we go. Like I said, I like to do it a few times. You spend a little time hanging upside down. I know it seems goofy, but it really, you can feel it right through. You can tip back, like I said, you got 0, and then when you go all the way back in, you can feel it kind of stretch you out. You can feel when you get done with it, crack your spine, sometimes you just twist, do things like that, move around, whatever you want to do. And it gives you good spine up through, the same as when you're stretching and stuff like that. I know some people used to do with gravity boots and hang back rafters and stuff. So it's not ideal, but a little bit nicer. All right. So you got that. It's in this case here. It's mid-afternoon. Gone to the gym in the morning. Getting ready to bomb around the house, do some stuff. So you can come down and grab this. And you can grab this at nighttime too. Boy, stop. And then. It's big for decompression before you want to go to bed and stuff like that. Gives you a release. All right, just lock out. Simple and easy. In this case here, I'm actually waiting. Sauna, I got the sauna warming up. It'll get up to 150, 45, 150, but it takes almost an hour. It really does. They'll sell you different things, different manufacturers, stuff. Whatever. Point being, it takes time. So what I do is I come down and I'll hit the switch on this and get this going, and then while this is going, I'll use some other stuff or some, do other things for a little while, let it warm up, all right? And then of course you got cold plunge over here. So the object is that I've come up with the best information is always ending cold, all right? So we do the sauna, 30 minutes, and then we hit the cold tub, all right? Cold plunge, but it's really a cold tub. The version I like is the cold tub. They show the commercials where everybody dives in and stuff. According to the people that I've dealt with the most, they're like, listen, keep your head out of the water. It's not good for an actual this. So up to the shoulders and stuff. Stay in it for a while, do that. I always wonder, we see it on TV, right? Are the temperatures real? Are they cold plunging at 70, 80 degrees? So you're like, oh, it looks all wonderful. But you can't tell. You look at there's the tub, there's the water, right? You don't know what temperature that is. You know what? Right over here, we got the chiller unit. You can see it's down to 44 degrees, set for 43, it hasn't made it there yet. Then there's all these discussions about what temperatures to go, a adjustments. I've really done, this is, in a couple weeks it'll be a year since I got my first one. And now I have two, which is crazy, right? I had one at the shop too. Point being, what it works for me is not too quick at 34 degrees, or that'd be like a plunge. For me, it's a cold soak, cold tub. I get it in, I use it for 6 minutes, and I do it at 43 degrees, and when I do that, it feels actually, it's weird, right? The water's on the outside yet, but it feels like it's coming from the inside. It's not like rolling in the snow or jumping outside. It's a whole different thing. It feels like you're getting inflammation reduced, and right to the bone, right to the chill, and it's amazing what it does. You can see the joints, you can see veins, the muscles, and the tendons, and everything just kind of reloads. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. It's not the easiest thing to do. You like, till your brain goes, "What are you doing, dude?" Your brain says that's a bad idea, especially when it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. You're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go on this thing, right?" And you're like thinking, "What the hell's wrong with you?" Right? You know, but you do it, and the energy, the after effect, and then it clears brain fog like unbelievable. You get it makes you the best ideas. It's just crazy. That's the biggest thing. I don't know if it's more mental or physical, but that's my story with that. And I want to make sure that you see that it's real. It's there. We get back over the regular stuff. We have the bike. I mean, you have the TRX bands, right? Like for stretching, for unloading, you got the TRX bands. We tie them right to a beam. You got to make sure they're tied well. Let me tell you what. The first attempts on this were not tied to the best, and they did not hold up. We'll say you end up hurting yourself by using the TRX bands. It's a bad idea. These ones are currently have a little short. All right. You can do different things with them. And it doesn't cost expensive TRX bands. But we learn these. You learn them from going to the gyms. You learn them from classes and stuff. And you use them in your advantage. It's for loading. It's for squat. You want to do pull-ups. You want to squat. You dive in. You're up. Right? You do that stuff off of them. You pull-ups on them. There's all kinds of things out. We see today at the gym. We used TRX. I said OTF, and it was I think it was doing forward, and we had the arms dropping easy. Going out and back in, squat, and it's like all these different things you can do with them to work the shoulders, work the arms. They really showed up in different ways. Mainly at home, I like to use them for stretching. All right. A lot of times around here, I'm not looking to do the badass workout. That can be at the class, with everybody else. But around here, I like the treadmill for stretching. Even the rower, I use that for sometimes for mornings when you're tight and stuff. You get on that thing, use it, and you can really keep you loose and keep you moving. You get on these things, you lock yourself in, and it's crazy. Oh, set the foot pegs, you gotta set them right. Safety first, everybody, safety first, right? So you're gonna set the straps, the water. We have to go to water rower because that's what you're used to using. It doesn't matter. A rower's a rower, these are smoother, but that's what I'll do with this one. I might go without shoes. Probably a bad idea. That's all right. We'll try. We'll try. Okay. So we lock in, right? Get the water rower. You get a rower going. They say rowing, right? Uses the most out of your body because it's legs, arms, and core all one out at once. But I like using it at home just for nice and calm, chilling out, stretching, get your blood flowing, get yourself going, keep yourself moving. As we were talking about before. So there's that, Yeah. All right. So, that's kind of stuff on a Saturday afternoon or any afternoon. Keep yourself moving, keep yourself going. And that's what we got for now.